everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Before we commence the presentation, I would like to introduce the 2019 Pitcher Partners Not-for-Profit Benchmark Survey Report. The report is now in its third year of publication and draws together insights from more than 150 respondents across the not-for-profit sector. The 2019 report covers topics such as governance, strategy, funding, risk management, and the use of volunteer and professional resources. It provides a snapshot of the key challenges not-for-profits are facing and the strategies they are implementing to address them. Today we will provide you with some comparisons and emerging themes that have been highlighted in the report. We will extend our discussion to the emerging themes of stakeholders increasingly turning their gaze towards the evolution of not-for-profit governance. So as I introduce our topic today, Eyes on Governance. At an approximate 8.3% of GDP, the not-for-profit sector makes an enormous contribution to Australia's social and economic welfare and provides our communities with critical services. They allow us to practice our faith, educate our students, protect our environment, celebrate our cultural heritage, and protect the most vulnerable in our society. For over 200 years, not-for-profits have contributed in so many amazing ways to the development and betterment of our communities. So maintaining, protecting, and enhancing public trust and confidence in Australian not-for-profits is critical, and there is no better way to achieve this than through strengthening organisational governance. Governance is about relationships and processes of interaction and decision making that enable authority to be exercised appropriately and to ensure the people who exercise it are held to account. Governance affects our organisation's performance, its appetite for risk, and its ability to innovate. And as our slide highlights, strong governance can no longer remain the board's aspiration. Organisations must have the conviction to take concrete steps towards instilling a culture of doing the right thing. Australians entrust not-for-profits to deliver critical services, and every day we enable them to do this important work through generosity and support. Demographics, economics, and social policy play an important role in how Australians perceive, trust, and support not-for-profits, and it is important that the Australian public continues to trust and have confidence in the sector. The top reason why Australians give is because they believe in the cause of charity. And people aged 55 years and older have the highest level of trust in not-for-profits and therefore are most likely to participate in giving donations and volunteering. When we turn our focus to the support provided by the business community, we can see that business giving levels are strong, and larger businesses and corporations are becoming more generous in their giving and volunteering programs. Although research suggests that employee workplace giving programs are declining, business seeking to partner with not-for-profits has increased. One of the key factors driving the success of these partnerships is the confidence that business holds in not-for-profit capability, supported by strong governance. Now, as we were looking at the industry research, a statistic that I am sure many of you are aware of, but one that I learned, is that Australians spend 5 times more on alcohol than they claim in donations in their tax returns. So imagine what a difference it would make if we became a little more health conscious and at the same time more charitable.
In summary, the not-for-profit sector is increasingly embracing organisational change across 9 key areas of challenge. Unsurprisingly, the top 2 challenges relate to funding and to staffing. Powerful forces seem to be at work, as these forces may result in major shifts taking place across the not-for-profit sector as we approach the new decade. For example, the concept of a charitable organisation may need to be reimagined as governments look to pay for success contracts and social impact bonds, and donors redirect their support towards the increasing number of business leaders that have repositioned their organisations as social enterprises. As a result, we asked our respondents what strategies they were considering to address these challenges. Over 58% stated that they were in the process of changing or had already changed their business model. A combined 85% respondents confirmed that they were diversifying their services and looking to increase customer value through improving customers' experience. And 44% confirmed that they were significantly increasing their investment in technology and digital solutions. We drilled down to complete a high-level health check of our respondents' governance across the areas of board governance, managing risk, people and culture, and compliance. Some key themes to highlight include 31% confirmed that increasing competition from social enterprise was having an impact. 59% reported that they had experienced a significant change in their funding model, which had resulted in an increase in compliance obligations. It was pleasing to see that 2/3 of respondents had implemented a risk management framework. However, it was also alarming to note that half of these did not undertake internal audit to test risk management processes and internal controls. 43% had wished that they could increase productivity, while 2/3 had struggled to attract the right talent and remunerate adequately. Across the board, 21% of our respondents confirmed that they were experiencing a significant increase in compliance obligations. So, in light of these trends, our recommendation is that strong governance can no longer be reserved as a matter for the board, nor can it be the realm of large and not-for-profits. Not-for-profits, all sizes great and small, must focus on governance as a competitive advantage that will drive strategy, achieve their objectives, and instill confidence and trust. In 2018, ACNC received 1,804 concerns, which is an average of 150 per month. This is an increase of 6% per annum when compared to 2017. Of note, 57% of concerns raised were flagged by the individual. Contrast with 6% that were self-reported by the individual not-for-profit. When we look to the top 3 compliance concerns by risk type, they included not-for-profit being run for a private benefit, i.e. allegations of conflicted interest, reports of poor governance processes, and allegations of criminal or improper purpose. Another statistic that's not represented here is the fraud statistic, with an estimated 10 to 15% of not-for-profits reporting that they had suffered fraud in the previous 24 months. Now, the total value of assets managed by not-for-profits subject to the reported concerns was $11.9 billion. And during the year, the ACNC revoked the registration of 16 not-for-profits, 50% of which were medium to large in size. Now, this is concerning because as not-for-profits that have grown and matured, they would be expected to have invested in their governance and be in a better position to preserve their registration status. In 2018, the ACNC also collaborated with OSTRAC and the ATO to launch an initiative that leverages the use of shared data to identify not-for-profits at risk of misuse and working with them to strengthen their processes and procedures.
It is important to note that a strong governance framework isn't simply about mitigating risk. It is about empowering your organisation to keep on top of the challenges and the complexities that can arise externally and internally. It can provide assurance to regulators, communities, stakeholders and customers and create trust in your organisation's capability. It requires a concerted effort to engage employees and provides a safe space for people to be informed about decisions they face and must be driven by leaders in order to take effect. As you will be aware, the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, the ACNC, published 5 governance standards that guide the minimum standards for frameworks and policies. And these translate into the desired behaviours in practical day-to-day management and processes. Further to this, the Australian Institute of Company Directors released the 10 not-for-profit governance principles to provide a practical framework for achieving good governance. Today we introduce to you 6 enablers of strong organisational governance, being transparency, accountability, stewardship, integrity, diligence and inclusiveness. It is important to note that these enablers promote conformance with the ACNC governance standards.
You need to ensure that your board effectiveness is regularly reviewed. You need to also invest in the risk management framework and ensure that it aligns to practice and strategy, that is also managed on a regular basis, that is periodically reviewed, especially at the board level, and that risk owners are empowered to make decisions about the risk, and also that the organisation undertakes internal audit to monitor and maintain risk controls from time to time. You also need to recognise that the importance of tone from the top and the management being by example, and that ensuring conflict of interest are understood and are well managed. Regularly assess culture and ensure that there is a framework for managing compliance, and that performance metrics are monitored and reported regularly.
A key theme in today's presentation is that culture really does drive the performance of your organisations as well. So with the numerous changes across all areas of our not-for-profit organisation in this case study, their employees were experiencing change fatigue. To understand how employee engagement and productivity could be better managed, they established a process that focused on assessing the current state of their culture, uncovering the root cause of issues and roadblocks to accepting and implementing change, and collaborating and engaging with all levels across the business to determine solutions and allow people to speak up safely and collaborate in those solutions. But a key theme in today's presentation is that culture really does drive the performance of your organisations as well. So with the numerous changes across all areas of our not-for-profit organisation in this case study, their employees were experiencing change fatigue. To understand how employee engagement and productivity could be better managed, they established a process that focused on assessing the current state of their culture, uncovering the root cause of issues and roadblocks to accepting and implementing change, and collaborating and engaging with all levels across the business to determine solutions and allow people to speak up safely and collaborate in those solutions.
Thanks everybody. On behalf of, I guess, us all as guests today, I'd just like to thank you, Georgie, and thank Robin personally for a great presentation. We're going to announce our plan is to hold a regular series of events, which I'll let Robin talk to in a bit more detail. It's my background in business and working within, I guess, church, enterprises and smaller charities. And what I've found in my time is that the world of NFPs can be a bit insular based on whatever industry you're in within that category, and it's a big category. For my part, for my professional networks, which Robin is part of, we get together and share stories, interact with leaders from the NFP world. So we've got Nigel from the MARTA at a session in a few weeks' time, just letting us know what's happening in their world as a group of outsiders trying to help and get his insights. And that's our professional network, and we try and share stories. And our view and our strategy was for this group to be very much focused on technical, very pointed problems and solutions, driven by experts such as Robin and others. That will help CEOs and CFOs and board members get to some nitty-gritty around what's going on.
To announce that we are going to do an NFP forum series that will occur through 2020. Up on the screen you can see some of those topics. So in the room we have Jason, who's at the back. Jason, I'll just wave to you quickly. So Jason is going to do the next forum, which is actually on the impact of accounting standard changes. Simon is also at the back, and Simon will be doing NFP participation in the tax system. So there is a range of other topics. The merger one is there as well, and also NFP investment options in a low return environment. Thank you everyone for your participation. If I could just say some very quick thanks. I do want to thank Kristen Cruz. I think she did an amazing job on our presentation today and really put in a lot of effort. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay around and ask any questions you would like. And then also, we've had a lot of assistance in actually setting up the room, the breakfast, the coffees, etc. And so I would just like to thank Emily and Alice for assisting us as well. Matt, thank you for the opportunity to partner with you. And we look forward to sharing with you a lot more in 2020. So thank you.